Hi, Mike Ebert here with Austin Landmark Property Services. Our next video is about rental home inspections or surveys, property manager surveys, right? Regular home inspections while the property is occupied by tenants. I always advise people to be wary of any property manager that claims to personally be at their rental. I would say probably more than once a year or even that often. I don't want to say that anybody's lying to you, but the fact is that property managers have a lot of other things that they need and should be doing besides physically being at a property that does not have any current red flags. Property managers every day we're putting out fires, and having a home inspection, which is important and necessary, unfortunately becomes a lower priority when you have emergencies going on. And so what we've done over the years is we've stopped promising that we will personally be at your investment rental property for a regular inspection, let's say before renewal or just randomly throughout the year. We found that it's not productive and that the property manager should really be dedicating their personal time elsewhere. The homes need to be inspected for obvious reasons. You know, especially if things are going well and the tenants are paying the rent and they keep renewing year after year, things that maybe the tenant doesn't notice or care about, they go unnoticed. For example, exterior paint or maintenance issues that might be hard to detect, or things that the tenants maybe just aren't looking for. Maybe a leak under the kitchen cabinet, where even though your lease says the tenant is responsible for, neglect, if they don't notice an obvious leak or something like that and it becomes a big problem, the tenant never reports it. Sure, you have some options there, but we want to look at preventing those issues. So it's for preventative maintenance. And you also want to check on your tenants. We trust our tenants. We want to trust our tenants, but the fact is that a home that has regular inspections and the tenants are aware that those will be happening, there's that subconscious extra level of care that the tenant might provide. It also gives the tenant a sense of confidence that the landlord is interested in the condition of the property and making sure that any issues are addressed. And lastly, but really most importantly, it's very necessary to check the safety devices at the property, specifically locks and smoke alarms. You really want to check those, make sure that those are working correctly, and that you address any issues with those immediately. So that's why you want to have a home inspection. So I alluded before, kind of who does it. Should the property manager do it? And really, the property manager should not do it. So what we have is an outsourced company. It's called Property Reports On Site, PROS. And they work specifically with property managers and landlords to conduct these surveys. They are not licensed inspectors. It's a fraction of the cost of a licensed inspection. They are a third party, so the tenant is more willing to work with them. You don't have the sheriff showing up, the landlord, property manager showing up wanting to look all throughout the home. You've got a third party inspection that is not biased either way. They're just there to give an honest and assessed report. And that's also good for the property manager too, because maybe the property manager doesn't want to give the landlord bad news, or maybe the property manager doesn't want to alienate the tenant or something, and they're just concerned about being objective. And so we get this objective report, and it looks like an inspection. It's got pictures, it's got red flagged items. And what we do when we get those reports is we review those with the owners. We immediately handle any safety or emergency issues, high-level items, and we communicate that those have been done. And then we give you ideas of what we would recommend moving forward, maybe provide some quotes or deal with some tenant issues. So that's the short and long of the home inspections. You should definitely be inspecting your home one way or another, and this is the way we do it here at Alps. Thanks for watching.